Attention all the student of 4th semester PTDC for basic engineering, electrical and material. I am discussing today the remaining portion of topic number 1, in which there is a Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. So Kirchhoff's current law states that current, that is algebraic sum of current meeting at a point, is always 0. Algebraic sum means with proper sign. This can be written as sigma I equal to 0. So you see in this particular figure that this is point P and number of currents are coming and number of currents are going. So algebraic sum means those currents which are coming moving towards the point P, they are taken as plus, and those currents which are going away from the point, they are taken as minus. So the equations frame, it is like this: I1 minus I2 plus I3 plus I4 minus I5. So this is, you just see the directions, according to that this equation is there. So this is the first law of Kirchhoff, that algebraic sum of all current meeting at a point is always 0. Second law, that is voltage law, it states that in a closed loop the algebraic sum of all the voltage drop and voltage of effective or active sources in a closed loop is always 0. Again here a term used, algebraic sum. Algebraic sum means with proper sign of minus or plus. So in this particular case we see that in a circuit, if the current showing in one direction from left to right, then voltage drop, if R is the resistance and I is the current, so voltage drop IR will be taken as minus. From A to B, if current is going, then we have to take minus, and if direction of current is reverse from B to A, then we will take plus. So this is the consideration for the second law. Similarly, for polarity of battery which is connected in a closed loop, so it is from minus to plus. If it is indication shows in the diagram, then you take voltage plus with positive sign, and if in your clockwise direction you are moving in a loop, if the direction of battery is shown like plus to minus, then there will be minus sign because there is a voltage drop. So this is also I have explained in this particular diagram. You see that in the same direction when current is going from left to right, so there will be minus IR, and when current is carrying current from right, this is in the opposite direction of that previous one, then it will taken as plus. Similarly, battery sign, you see that minus to plus battery, it is a plus sign, positive sign you have to take, and if it is from plus to minus, then you can take minus sign. In this small circuit I have shown the equation, it is written here, you can see this equation. So all the problems which based on this particular type of law, both current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law, you have to solve the questions according to that. In examination, the questions may be come for one loop or two loop, so you can easily solve it. You can take these problems from the textbook and try to solve it. If any difficulty, then you ask. I have given the fundamental of that you can easily form the equations for the loop. It is important for solution of any circuit. You have to form the equations for the loop according to the basic law KCL and KVL. If your equations are prepared proper or exact according to the consideration or according to recommendation of KVL and KCL, then you will find that there will be, suppose 3 loops are there and current I1, I2, I3 currents are there. So you can form the 3 equation in the loop, and then you solve 3 equation, 3 unknown. So you can find out the value of I1, I2 and I3. So number of numerical problem, it is not possible to discuss on this online teaching. So you take the numerical problem from the book, okay, let's try to solve it. I have given you the method of writing equation. Once again I explain. In a closed loop there is resistance and voltage for battery. Battery is for voltage. So in a closed loop there may be 2 resistance, 3 resistance or 2 batteries are there. So you have to take the direction of current clockwise, okay. So if you are running clockwise in the direction, then all the resistance through which current is passing, it is taken as with negative sign because there is a voltage drop. And in clockwise rotation, if you find some battery in the path coming plus to minus, so that is the voltage drop. So you take that voltage with minus sign. And if some battery come in path when you are moving from left to right, that is clockwise, then if the battery come in the polarity minus to plus, then you have to take the polarity of the battery with plus sign. So in this way you write the equation for one loop. Similarly you write the equation for second loop. Similarly you can write for third loop. In this particular video you are seeing there are 3 loops. One loop this, one loop this, one loop this. Now there is connection of some resistance and voltage, that is one battery may you connect here, one battery you may connect here, and one resistance you may connect here. So this will form one loop. So clockwise rotation means you have to go like this. Clockwise rotation you have to go in these particular loops. This is one loop, second loop and third loop. When you form the equations, if there are 2 loops, then there will be 2 equations. If there are 3 loops, then there will be 3 equations. So normally in your course we can ask the question up to 3 loops. Maximum question we ask 2 loops and 3 loops. So you form the equations of 2 loops for the 2 equations I1, I2, and for 3 loops you can write 3 equation I1, I2 and I3. And then by method of quadratic equation solving, XY की जो आपने इक्वेशन सॉल्व की मैथमेटिक्स में, बाय सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड और बाय सब्सट्रैक्शन मेथड और एडिशन मेथड, you can solve these 2 equations and find out the value of I1 and I2. So once again I explain you that Kirchhoff's current law states that current, that algebraic sum, ये algebraic शब्द आपको यूज़ करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि algebraic का मतलब होता है with proper sign. So algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at point always 0. So I am shown in the diagram. If I taken one point P and one current is going out, one current coming in, one current going out, one current coming in. So incoming current you take plus sign and outgoing current you can take minus sign. So if you form this equation, so according to that you can write the equation in your notebook. If this closed loop is there in which resistance and voltage sources are there in form of battery, so you have to solve this in such a way that all the clockwise directions, whatever current flowing in the resistance, it is to be taken as minus. In some loop, if current coming anti-clockwise opposite to our conventional direction from left to right, it is coming right to left, then voltage drop of that resistance taken as positive. Similarly, the battery connection are there, minus to plus or plus to minus. Then in your clockwise direction writing of the equation, if battery connection coming minus to plus, then it is a rise of voltage, so you can take plus sign. And when in the same direction you are moving and direction the voltage polarity of the battery is coming plus to minus, then you take it to voltage drop and it is sign taken as minus. So very clear, I have given the method of writing the equations. So according to writing of these equations, you will form the equation for this, and according to that you start solving the problem. So maximum, as I have told you, that there are either 2 loop equations will be there and either 3 loop equations will be there. So you solve according to the number of loop given to you, and you can solve it properly. So equation solving, it is a simple method of algebra, that what is xyz equation that is you have solved in your algebra in mathematics. Those method you apply here and find out the value of I1, I2 and I3 if there are 3 loops. If there are only 2 loops are there, then I1 and I2 2 currents will be there, so you write 2 equations only. So the examples you will take from the book, means from the book you can take the examples, and there are some solved examples are also given in the books, so you understand those problems by keeping in mind my lecture, whatever I have given the method of writing equation. If equation writing is correct, in that case you will find that answer will be right, and solution of equation, if it is done correctly, then your answer will be right. In some cases, if whatever direction of current you assume, and if your answer the minus sign is coming with that particular answer, then you just change the direction of current only in the circuit. Because on solution, if suppose 4 ampere current is the answer for one loop with minus sign, then whatever 4 ampere current you have taken in particular resistance, the direction of that current you change, because it is coming, answer is coming minus. And if it is coming in plus, then your direction of consideration is correct. So these are some tips for solution of the problems of 2 loop or 3 loops by writing Kirchhoff's law. Now after this, for the complication circuit solution in DC circuits, there is a parallel and series combination which I have already yesterday given in my lecture, that how you can find out the resultant resistance of series and resultant resistance of parallel. But sometime in the circuit, apart from series and parallel combination, the connections are given in such a way that neither series formula is applicable nor parallel formula is applicable. So that particular type of solution of circuit, we have to take star delta transformation. So this is the star delta transformation. You see in this particular diagram there is a star and delta. Now how to solve or convert star into delta, delta into star? There are 3 equations, 3 unknown again here. That is the main approach. For star we have taken 3 resistors R1, R2, R3 according to the terminal marking. Similarly for delta we have taken according to terminal marking R12, R23, R31. Now how to write equation for this? Suppose you are looking from between terminal 1 and 2 in star. So you will see that the equation will write R1 plus R2, and this R3 is become open circuit here, so this will not come in the equation. So the equation for this particular case, when we look from 1 to terminal, then for star it is R1 plus R2. Okay, and same case if you look in delta from between terminal 1 and 2, then you see that these two R23 and R31, these two resistances are in series, and the combination of this series resistance is coming in parallel with the resistance R12. So what is the equation you write? R1 plus R2 in star is equivalent to 1 upon R12 plus 1 upon R23 and R31 combination. So this is the one equation you can obtain from when looking from terminal number 1 and 2. Similarly, you can write equation second when you look from terminal number 2 and 3 in star. Similarly, you look in terminal 2 and 3 in delta. So this second equation will be written according to that. And third equation will be looking from terminal 1 and 3 in star, and similarly you look in delta also between terminal 1 and 3. So there will be 3 equation and 3 unknown. I have given you one equation writing for terminal number 1 and 2, in which I have just given R1 plus R2 is equal to 1 upon this, because this is parallel with this combination of series. So these one equation for 1 2 terminal, when look from terminal 1 2, and when we look from terminal 2, this is the equation, and when we go for third, then this will be for the third. So this will be the equation writing method. So this equation will be writing according to that. Now we can take the solution of this equation. So solution of this equation is coming like this, that you can take this current according to calculations. You solve these 3 equations. This is a big solution which cannot be possible by you people in exam. We will not ask such type of question that you find out the relation. But for finding out the relation, there is simple technique I am explaining you, that you take this diagram in which this type of figure is there, and when you want to convert star into delta, suppose you want to find out the value of R1, this R1 in terms of delta. So the equation will be there. R1 के आसपास जो दो रेजिस्टेंस है उनका प्रोडक्ट आप लिखिए, वो डिवाइडेड बाय 1 2 3 रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द डेल्टा. So this will be the value of R1. Similarly, if you want to find out the value of R12 in terms of star, then you write product of R1 R2 R2 R3 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 R1, and it divided by the resistance of opposite branch. Opposite branch इससे कौन सी है? स्टार की ये this one. So it is divided by R3. So this is the conversion of star to delta, and this is conversion of delta to star. Similarly, you apply for this. Similarly, you apply for this. As you find out for R1, similar equation you can write for R2. Similar equation you can write for R3, and this will be the solution of star to delta. So these two equations I have given, that R1 it is star in terms of delta, that is the value of delta resistance are there, and when you convert delta into star, then write the delta resistance here and value of star resistance here. So it is observed that if you put all the value of resistance 1, then R1 will comes out to 1 upon 3. 1 into 1 and 1 to 3. So it is 1 upon 3. So resistance of Star in terms of delta it is always 1/3, and in delta to star it will come 3 times. 3 times how? If you put the value R of all resistance 1, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 divided by 1. So R delta in terms of star it is coming 3 times, and in terms of star it is coming 1/3. So this is a cross check. Whenever you go for solution of the problem of star delta, then you will find that this type of answer will come 1/3 or 3 times or 1/3. So if numerical problems are there in which star delta is given, simply a Bridgestone bridge you have studied in your instrumentation or Imami subject, you have already studied this particular bridge circuit. So bridge circuit known to you. So in bridge circuit there maybe 4 loops can be found. 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loop and 4 loop. So I just show in the figure that in a Bridgestone bridge there will be 3 resistances are there in 1 loop, and 3 resistances are there in second loop. Then a battery is connected with proper sign. So here direction of current in first loop is I1, direction of current in second loop is I2, and direction of current in third loop is I4, I3. So these are the 3 resistance. Either you write equation like this, or if you want to write the equation in form of x, y, z, so you start with current x from the battery, y current it is flowing through branch A, B, C, D, there are 4 branch, and E is the battery, that is the voltage, and these all the resistance R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. So if you start with current X, then this Y current will go through AD branch. So X minus Y current will go from AB branch. X current going through Y current going through AD branch. So X minus Y it will flow from AB branch. If Z current is flowing, that is the third unknown, running from B or flowing from B to D, then in fourth arm B to C the current will be X minus Y incoming current, X minus Y incoming current, and Z is outgoing current. So this will be the current in this particular fourth branch, X minus Y minus Z. So ultimately when you come to the point C, so here you see the Y current is coming from this side, so Y is minus, and if here the current again there will be X, because if you equate this equation, then you will find that the value will come whatever X current radiated or originated from battery E, the same current E X will come in the battery from the right side. So you see this figure, in this it is all clear to you. If you are taking X current, Y in this branch, so X minus Y in opposite branch, then from Z from the center branch, so here coming current is X minus Y minus Z. So this current will be flow from this particular branch X minus Y minus Z. So I can write X minus Y minus Z, I have written here. Okay, you are seeing that X minus Y minus Z. Then from this point the current Y is coming, Y minus Z current is coming in this, so Y Z will be cancelled, and again X current which is started from the battery, it will come again, the same X current is coming in battery. So for cross check you can put this type of equation with X, Y, Z, it is simple one. and if you go by I1, I2, I3, then it will become slightly difficult, because in direction of current are opposite to in central branch. I1 coming here, you see I1 in one direction and I2 in other direction. So current in this branch will be I1 minus I2 if you consider this loop, and when you consider this loop, then current will be I2 minus I1. So this method is slightly difficult as compared to XY. So XYZ method is simple, in which you just divide the current and show according to current, Kirchhoff's current law. Ultimately, whatever current radiated from battery E, the same current will come after through moving through all these branches. It should come to this point again, X. So now you write the equation for this, equation for this, and equation for this. There are 4 loops. One loop is this ABC, whatever name is given. One loop is this, second loop is this, third loop is, we can prepare this big loop, this, and fourth loop we can take यहाँ से यहाँ तक, ये fourth loop. So you can consider any 3 loop out of 4, because your known quantity are X, Y, Z. So you keep any numerical value on this R1, R2, R3, R5. Any numerical value of resistance you can take, say one resistance of 10 ohm, 15 ohm, 20 ohm, 25 ohm, 30 ohms. In battery you can take 100 volt. Then solve this particular equation, this particular loop for the finding out the current X, Y, Z. So there will be 3 equation will be there in terms of X, Y, Z, and 3 unknown is there. Then solve the equation with the help of again the same method, that method of substitution or method of subtraction or method of addition, as you have done in your algebra. So this is a short of algebra equation. Equation formation, it is important. So you always keep attention on direction of current and how you divide the current in branches. If your division of current in branches is okay, so you will always see that current started from the battery X, then current enter in the battery again X. If it is not there, then there will be some mistake in your equation. This is a cross check you can do on your equation. That whatever current is coming, first in the diagram you locate the direction of current, and X started from the battery, so X current should come in the battery again after distribution in different branches. So if this is coming right, then you write the equation. So you write equation writing के लिए I have given the explanation of second law of Kirchhoff's, in which I have shown you if you are going in this direction, so voltage drop is there, so it will be taken as minus. Now suppose you are coming in this branch and current direction is opposite, so you can take plus. Whenever direction of current become opposite in any branch to your conventional current, then you take this voltage drop as positive, and in same direction current is going, then it is negative. Similarly, if you go for the voltage polarity or the polarity of the voltage source, then you see if you are going from minus to plus in your equation, then you take plus voltage because it is rise of potential. And if we in the same way going in same direction, if some battery is connected plus to minus, then it is a drop of voltage, so you take it minus. So in this way all the signs are taken properly, and you write the equation and find out the value of X, Y, Z. And for verification of your answer whether it is correct or not, you put the value of X, Y, Z in equation, and it should come satisfied the equation. So when equations are satisfied with the value of X, Y, Z, then it can be easily concluded that our numerical is correct. Whatever we have solved, it is correct. So this today I have discussed KCL, KVL and star delta transformation. So I have given you technique of finding out star to delta and technique of writing loop equation. So the problems or exercise you find out from the textbook and take the example from textbook and try to solve. And if any difficulty you face, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number, or any difficulty if you find or anything it is not coming to your mind by my explanation, then I can again explain it. So this is all for today. Thank you.